Hey, hello everyone. What do you have? Flags? Where should we put them?
I was just going to hold them for our introduction.
Oh. Well, hi everyone. I'm Amy.
Good afternoon or good day. This is Beth, and we are coming to you from the Loretto at the United Nations office here in New York City.
So today is Thursday, September 26th, and this week has been a really busy week because it is the UN General Assembly.
Yes, it's the inaugural kickoff for the 74th General Assembly of the United Nations. This year is special. Back in 2015, something really special happened.
The Sustainable Development Goals were approved, and those are the 17 major goals that are hoping to be achieved by the year 2030.
And one of the reasons why this is a very special year for General Assembly 74 is that back in 2015, when the member states unanimously, I should say, approved the Sustainable Development Goals, they agreed to evaluate their work in 4 years. And so that is what's happening, what happened these past 2 days.
Quite frankly, at this point, if we don't make some big changes, the Sustainable Development Goals are not going to be achieved by 2030. The General Assembly is not even over yet, but we wanted to sit down and just kind of go over some of the more meaningful aspects that Loretto at the UN has been involved with at the General Assembly this year. Something that was 100% a talking point at the UN General Assembly, but also is very near and dear to the work that we do at Loretto at the UN and is a part of the Loretto community as a whole, is climate justice. There's also a lot of action that's going on outside of the UN this week, which was Fridays for Future, which is a movement that Greta Thunberg started.
All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you!
As a means to really call attention to the fact that we are in a climate crisis, we need to be doing action. It's to the point that even students are walking out of school, people are striking off work in an effort to really get the attention of their governments to make big structural changes, and that we're going to have the ability to continue to survive on this planet. So a big Friday for Future event happened last Friday, right before the General Assembly kicked off, and we all were marching in the streets. There was a huge protest. I'm gonna insert a couple clips here just so you guys get a sense of what this looked like.
This is what democracy looks like.
World leaders are going to be gathered here in New York City for the United Nations Climate Action Summit. The eyes of the world will be on them. They have a chance to prove that they, too, are united behind the science. They have a chance to take leadership, to prove they actually hear us. Do you think they hear us? We will make them hear us.
It was huge. I think they estimated at least 250,000 people, and I think that was low. If you're looking for ways to get involved with climate action, in addition to doing the Fridays for Future strikes, definitely check out the website drawdown.org. Those are the 100 top solutions to getting carbon out of the atmosphere. Another thing that was very interesting this past week was that because so many of us from the non-governmental sector, from civil society, could not get into the UN, there was a People's Summit held here at the Church Center of the UN, the same building where we have our offices. The United Nations Special Envoy for Human Rights, his name is Philip Alston, he actually spoke at the People's Summit and said how the Human Rights Council of the United Nations really doesn't get it with the climate crisis. They're not seeing that the climate crisis is causing many of the situations of migration for example. It causes refugee situations, and that's only going to increase as we continue to burn fossil fuels.
I think for me, one of the most, I guess, impactful and inspiring things that I saw this week that were going on here at the UN was the opportunity to go to an event that was a panel event, a panel of speakers that was hosted by the United Nations LGBTI core group. So it's a group of member states and dignitaries within the UN that focus on advocating for the LGBTQ plus community. One person that we saw during that panel, and it was actually a co-sponsor of the panel, was the Prime Minister of Luxembourg.
He is one of my new favorite politicians.
He was the first openly gay prime minister to address the UN
About gay rights.
About gay rights.
Right.
And he was just amazing to hear him speak. What I appreciated about it so much was that it had dignitaries that were speaking on behalf of their countries about the importance of LGBTQ plus rights. But then there were also people on the panel that were nonprofits or were from the media. It really did a good job, I thought, of combining the grassroots and the governments, which is honestly a model that the entire UN should adopt at all of their events.
It was a great panel. That was definitely a highlight for me as well. I actually need to get on the road now because I'm going to an event about financing for the Sustainable Development Goals. But anyway, thank you for being with us and tuning in, and thank you for your support of Loretto at the United Nations.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Abuelita y Ayito, soy la gente que grita. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. I'm the people united and I will never be divided. I'm the people who riot and I will never be quiet. I'm the ones who rebel, those stuck in a cell. I'm the people who see we are not yet free. Cause I am the people and the people are me. Peace.